Oklahoma City, land of the Thunder, in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tip-off goes to Houston. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Houston, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter, and it's Lawson in at the 1 spot. Howard setting the pick for Lawson. He dishes it to Harden. Puts up a 3, and that one's good. Harden's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. James Harden, Clark, voted by a majority of NBA GMs last season as the #1 shooting guard in the entire league.
Really hard to argue that, Kevin. I mean, he's an elite scorer, second in the league in free throw attempts per game last season, and he's also a really, really good passer. Able to make his teammates better because he draws so much attention, and he's a crafty and willing passer.
Here's Jones following the basket by Russell Westbrook, and that one's good. And so here is Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. Now let's go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks.
He said that they'd be focusing a lot of their defensive energies on containing Ty Lawson, especially in transition. He added, Lawson is one of the fastest players in the league. So if you let him get out and run, you are putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. We've got to keep him in the half court and limit his penetration. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Harden outside. Here's Howard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Houston on D. The dish to Durant. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. Right side Westbrook from downtown, and the shot is good. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Rockets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Ariza dishes to Jones. Harden kicks to Lawson. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And they're on fire. They've made 4 straight shots to get this thing going.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Knocks it loose and stolen by Ariza. From 12 feet out and off the front iron, and in it goes.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. At the elbow, Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. Lawson kicks to Ariza. Feeds it to Harden. Pass to Howard.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Thunder trailing by 7. Now here's Waiters. Ibaka with the screen on Harden. Outside Durant. There's the 3. Shot is off. And it's Houston the other way. Lawson outside. Harden against Ibaka. Harden the pass to Lawson. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Outside for Lawson for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Westbrook up top. Lawson defending. Westbrook dishes to Durant. Westbrook kicks to Durant. 6 on the shot clock, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, it's been said time and time again that this building is not only one of the loudest in the league, but most approximates a college environment with the energy, and that's a huge help for the Thunder.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Here's Westbrook following the score by Houston, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 9 points.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Rockets leading by 10.
And it really is deafening talking about the volume of this OKC crowd when their team is rolling. Definitely has an impact on how they are able to win at home.
Howard's shot is good.
Wow, what a game for them so far. Very impressive. They haven't missed yet.
Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. It's Durant on the wing, all alone. Again, Durant missing. Well, the Thunder were able to dominate here last season. Clark, 34 home wins, which tied them for most out west.
And that was one off the league best of 35 home wins by my favorite franchise in the NBA, the Indiana Pacers.
Yes.
No team has ever had an easy time coming in here and escaping with a win against this Thunder squad, though.
The three from Harden, and that one's good. Harden's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Houston.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Waiters with the screen for Westbrook. Off target from outside. Houston's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. In low to Howard. Ariza outside. Over to the wing. Lawson kicks to Howard. Shot clock at 6. Fades away. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Boy, is he coming out strong. That's 5 consecutive field goals to start this game.
And, Steve, the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. I mean, they haven't found anything to slow this guy down.
It's deflected. Stolen by Cantor. Screen by Ibaka. Westbrook drives in. Cantor. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Houston leading by 17. Harden outside. Lawson outside. Harden against Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ariza. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
As you might have expected them to be, Clark, the Rockets were very good on the road.
Well, with the way that team was comprised with multiple threats on the floor offensively, it's no surprise to see them excel on the road.
Outside Westbrook. Hits the jumper in space. Westbrook's got 11 points.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Well, as you said, the Rockets strong on the road last year, 21-20 record. And anytime you're over 500 on the away side, you're in a good spot.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 8. Clock at 6. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. 10 points for him.
Well, with this soft D, they're allowing them to shoot a very high percentage from the field so far.
Yeah, and they're just not offering any resistance, not making anything difficult for them, and they're able to kind of do whatever they want to do.
Here's Waiters, and he lays it straight in. Waiters got his first points in this one.
What's really scary about the Rockets is that they let some games slip away last year on the road and still managed to win 21 games away from home. Well, I would expect that mark to improve this season.
Howard, good. Howard's got 12 points in the game.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Thunder trailing by 20. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Here's the three, and good on the basket. Book it.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Harden the pass to Lawson. Right side, Jones. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Anthony Morrow. DJ Augustine.
Lawson kicks to Howard. Harden outside. Back to Howard. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Durant. Can't get it to go. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Now, he hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Lawson dishes to Harden. Ariza kicks to Harden. From 11 feet away, Jones. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Durant wide open. He fires. That doesn't go either for Durant.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And he's able to get it back. Thunder trailing by 21. Here's Augustine. Here's McGarry. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Lawson drives in. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Lawson's got 10 points in the game.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
That's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Ariza kicks to Howard. Lawson the pass to Ariza. Harden outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 12.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
Here's Adams. James Harden picking up that last basket, and that one's good.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they like this.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a collaborative style, and really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. You know, engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers, and he's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Now here is Augustine. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They set the pick. Dishes to Adams. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Howard. Howard's got 4 assists in the game. And for the Thunder, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Lawson against Augustine. Here's McGarry, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Lawson kicks to Ariza. Pass to Jones. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Harden's got 16.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Now here is Augustine. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's McGarry. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. There's 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here is Harden. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach, pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are owning this game early. They are constantly finding lanes to the basket.
The Rockets making a switch here. The Rockets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Well, this is an area of concern for this club. They only shot 71% from the line last year.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Rockets ahead, running away with this one. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Hey, Mr. Venner.